Okay, so now we will be tying on Bryan's D-loop, and I like to do this a little different. I don't like to just cut off a short piece of D-loop and just go for it. If you are able to tie it with the longest strand of D-loop that you have, you can basically use your D-loop material for longer. So I'll kind of show you guys how I do that, and it's fairly simple, and once you get the hang of it, it goes smoothly. So we'll get started on that. Okay, so we'll start by burning one end of this. And this part I have to think about every once in a while when I do it. So for a right-handed shooter, you want it to be applying your torque on the D-loop in the same way that a shooter's hand is going to rotate with a handheld release. So normally I have to grab a release and think about this a little bit. I think if we go I normally try to make this portion of my D-loop as tight as possible when I'm doing this, and you'll see why in a little bit once I cut this and finish it up here. There we go. See here, so if a right-handed shooter's got his handheld release on this D-loop, you can see how it's kind of turned this way. And that's so your shooter, he's going to take it, he's going to put his knuckle on his jaw, and it's going to naturally turn with him. And that's why we want to make sure we do opposite sides of the string for those loops. Okay, so I got my little piece there. We're going to cut this off with just a little bit on the outside still here. Fray it. And what'd I do with my lighter? There it is. Burn. Get a good flat edge on there. And see, there's just a little bit hanging out here. And that's the key to being able to use that much D-loop and make the most for it. So you leave that little bit, and then when I pull on this, it's going to tighten down. So you pull on that, and you get your pliers in there, and you give her some good tightness, and there you go. You got about a 1/2 inch D-loop, and she's in there solid. I like to kind of pinch them together, and then we'll check. Do we have that arrow still?
Yep, it's right over there.
Okay. We'll check knock fit again. You see it fits in there good, and there's just a little bit of wiggle in there. That's perfect. That's exactly what we want to see. Okay, so there's a D-loop for you.